So, over the past few weeks here, there have been an increasing buzz regarding this new HIV prevention tool. A lot of conversation, a lot of discussion regarding the new tool. By the way, the new HIV prevention tool is known as lenacapavir. And if the word is a bit difficult for you to pronounce, you could easily do it the way I prefer to do it. Another word for it is known as lenprep. There'll be a series of conversation. A lot of social media users tend to have submitted their own perspective regarding the new HIV prevention tool. And I, for one, I tend to have entertained one or two questions. Someone directed it to me. Of course, these are close individuals. I mean, out of curiosity, they ask, so what does it really mean? Does it mean that with the emergence of this new innovative HIV prevention tool, shouldn't people worry about HIV anymore? Shouldn't they see it as a public health issue or a public health threat? Not quite. As a matter of fact, this is the time where prevention has to be the order of the day. So in this video, I'll try as much as possible, though being laconic at the same time, to shed a bit of light about the new HIV prevention tool and HIV, the spectrum generally. Here's what's happening. The truth of the matter is, and we outrightly can't shy away from, the new HIV prevention tool, one way or the other, tend to constantly be the order of the day. A lot of people are talking about it. It's gaining attraction. And the one thing that I also thought to say is that the lenacapavir, or in other words, lenprep, is just one of the measures for HIV prevention. It is an injectable and twice a year. And this new HIV prevention tool is actually a big deal, because within the medical profession or the public health space, it is actually an innovative way to protect a lot of people. It represents innovation. It represents doggedness from the medical field to ensure more people have options, have choices to protect themselves as well as their loved ones. But then there's a problem. The whole trend that we're seeing online, one way or the other, the conversation, a lot of people submitting their perspective one way or the other, tend to oversimplify the whole stuff, or at worst, a lot of people tend to misunderstand the whole new HIV prevention tool. And in this case, this is where health misinformation tend to be the order of the day. Here's the risk. A lot of people right now are interpreting this whole new HIV prevention tool simply means that HIV is no longer an issue. HIV is no longer a public health threat. And since this new HIV prevention tool is now available, we don't need to worry about anything. That nonchalant kind of lifestyle is now being put into play. But here is where the danger lies. The fact that this whole new HIV prevention tool is available doesn't give you the ticket, the visa, the yardstick to live anyhow without really being intentional to take personal responsibility. So let's be clear. This whole new innovation does not in any way eliminate risk. It simply gives you more daughters. It simply gives you more options toward preventing HIV, and they do not in any way replace regular testing, access to accurate information across public health authorities, the government website as well, taking personal responsibility as mentioned earlier. And also, whenever there is such new innovation, this is where gap exists, especially gaps in access to accurate information. And whenever there is gap, this is where health misinformation, disinformation, and malinformation tend to thrive within the information ecosystem. And this said misinformation tend to constantly fly like a wildfire. So what does this actually mean? So here are three things I really thought to suggest to you. The first is seek clarity. Do not outrightly rely on headlines. Headlines are more like a hook. They are meant to attract you into you doing the bidding of the said poster. My suggestion is seek clarity. There are a lot of access to information like the Federal Ministry of Health, a lot of health organizations as well. The second is knowing your status. This is one of the most powerful tools when it comes to HIV prevention. And the last is being proactive in protecting yourself, taking personal responsibility towards prevention of HIV. So this is the reality of public health today. A lot of innovation is taking place, but then understanding doesn't always keep up with the said new innovation. Stay tuned to the next video when it comes to public health and protecting yourself. as well as your loved one. Thank you so much for staying put up to this moment, and thank you for liking, subscribing, and share. If you find this video valuable, please like and share it with someone. My name is Kingsley. See you some other time. Bye.